Hello everybody, and welcome back to Splatoon for the Nintendo Wii U. Here we're gonna complete pretty much the second area, and there's a new weapon. Okay, I thought they were gonna show the results of the Splatfest. Apparently not. So, for those who actually care, the winner of the Splatfest was Art. Art beat Science 255 points to 245. It was a very, very close fight between Art and Science. Both teams actually did very well. I've never seen a Splatfest come that close. Art won popularity 51% to 49, and Art won battles 51% to 49. Very, very close Splatfest. I think the next closest one was the cats and dogs, and I'm trying to find out where the next stage is. And there we go. Anyway, in this episode, we're going to complete 3 stages and a boss stage. So, let's get right into it. Here is another... actually, here's the first Octoling stage. First stage where we see the Octolings. And where we actually see an actual stage. Octolings are pretty much the enemies of Inklings. They're humanoid forms that can actually come up and swim in ink a lot like Inklings can. And they use the same kind of weapons we do. So, yeah, they're not good people. Not very good people. But this is a pretty simple stage. Follow the power eggs and you'll get to the Zapfish, no problem. The sunken scroll in this one isn't too hard to find, it just requires you go a little out of your way to find it. But there's not much to say about this stage, as it's just a basic go through Kelp Dome stage and follow the power eggs. And here we are at the end. I mean, that wasn't a very long stage, not that all of them are long. But actually, if we go back here, I'm doing this a little bit weird. Find the sunken scroll. So yeah. Anyway, that's all there is to this stage anyway. So, not too much. A little interesting info might be that we might be getting a playable Octoling race in Splatoon, which I hope for, because that'll be a lot of fun. But anyway, got a first Zapfish of the day within the first, what, 2 minutes of the video? Then the first 3 minutes. See, that stage wasn't very long at all. And we get another sunken scroll, which is Paradise Lost by Octolangelo. Yeah. I'll let you guys take that as you will. But anyway, moving on to the next one, and another unique stage type, the unidentified flying object, I think is what it said. Unidentified flying object. We get introduced to Octo Strikers. Now at the end of Worlds we'll have an Octoling stage and an Octo Striker stage. In these stages, well, there's a gimmick. And if you probably already recognized this stage, but it was in the tutorial. So we're playing in the tutorial stage. Anyway, Cuttlefish tells us that if we hide, he can't find us. Which is true, he won't be able to find us if we hide. So, you know, we just gotta stay hidden in our ink. Which isn't very easy to do. There's stuff to shoot all over the place. And I learned the Octo Striker over there, somehow. I didn't even know why I was going that way. But this is just another simple stage. We've seen it all before, so we know how to get through it. The only annoying part is that the Octo Striker is just constantly here shooting ink strikes. Here, thinking that I'm smart enough to just hide in the geyser and I'd be fine. Apparently not. You can't hide in the geyser. There's your sunken scroll. Right under there. Anyway, we're actually coming up near the end of the stage, so not much to worry about. We're almost done. Come on through here and rain death upon the Octolings. Ha ha ha. Anyway, Octolings being destroyed is fun. Interestingly, Big Strike didn't really cover all that much. There we go. Destroyed all the Octolings. Gonna keep on going. Utter chaos. Then I almost didn't get in there on time. So we continue forward. Go on to fight the Octo Striker. The Octo Strikers are pretty easy to defeat. You just gotta cover them with enough ink. You will swim faster than they can fly away, so you just gotta completely cover them in ink, see? And then he exploded. One shot was all they needed, and he exploded. And there's the Zapfish. That's another stage complete. Very short stages today, guys. I think the longest is obvious. Actually, no, I think that was probably the longest. No, the longest stage is the last one we're doing in World 3, in Sector 3. So, don't need to worry about that. Anyway, yeah, something about Octolings being able to turn into humans, and the kelp, the ones with the kelp, are of a more elite class. They're elite. And now we go on to the boss kettle to fight the dreaded Octo Nozzle. Yep, that's his name. If you saw that, it said shooting the sneeze. Anyway, guys, let's show this boss what for. Oh, hey, look, you can see my ink there. And we've got to save that Zapfish. Oh, look at those tiny little legs. Oh, hey, I see a weak point. These bosses aren't very smart, are they? They show their weak point. Don't worry, guys. If you ever want a challenge in Splatoon, the final boss is actually a challenge. Like a huge difficulty spike. We'll see that when we get there. But I have a relatively easy time with this boss, so you don't need to worry about that. I mean, this boss is pretty easy. But you're wondering, wait, he only has one weak point again. No. We actually have to do work this time. Yeah, be careful. He likes doing that sometimes. But, you know, if you just keep moving, keep shooting ink, you'll be fine. This boss will not give you any trouble at all. So don't worry about that. We're on his final phase already. I mean, we're just blazing through today's part. Boom, 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 boom. Just explosion after explosion. And he has 4 weak points now, but you know, you just keep moving. Don't do that though. I was surprised I actually survived that, so. But yeah, just keep shooting ink. You know, he won't be able to react fast enough. And then just destroy it for the last time. And watch the fireworks. And boom. We got an Octoling down. Anyway, let's collect the power orbs. And the sunken scroll. I don't remember if I mentioned this, but all the boss scrolls are blueprints for special weapons that Sheldon can create in Booyah Base. So collecting those are pretty important if you want special weapons. I can't remember what they give away. I can't remember what they make though. But you know, you just want to grab all of those because they'll get you special weapons. Usually they're weapons with different they're based off of weapons that are already in the game, just with different stats and different ways of how they work. But we defeated the Great Octo Nozzle and opened up our way to the next area. So, we're going to go to the next area, unlock all of the zone kettles. I guess that's what you could call them. Go into one stage and end the part there. This is probably the longest part because I don't remember where they all are. So, I'm just going to take a nice look around Zone 3, find the boss kettles, find the stage kettles, that's what I'm going to call them, and get ready to go into the next area to give you guys a little taste of how... Yeah, when you shoot those, they like... For some reason, you can't break the... You just can't break through to the next zone, you know, they want you to work on it. They want you to work for it. I thought I could go up there, apparently not, and then I find where I wanted to go. Surprisingly enough, we find the last stage. First, we find the last stage. Which is weird. I actually think I find the first stage last. But yeah, all the stages start getting pretty spread out, so you need to start looking for them. Because they get more difficult to find. Like, there's one up here, which is pretty obvious. Let me take the ink line. Then I think I can break that kettle from all the way over here. I can't, so throw a bomb. Oh, it's up the kettle. And I can't remember where that ink line came from. Anyway, I decided to go over here, open up another. Well, I guess I know this is incredibly boring. As you can tell, I didn't get enough sleep because I sound boring. But there's another one. Counting the number of kettles, I realize I still have one more left. It's over here. Over here. I'm having a hard time swimming up. Am I a squid or am I a kid? That didn't even work that time. But anyway, I come over here thinking that, you know what, I'm gonna end the part here, but then I realized I don't have enough content for today's part. So let's go to stage 10, because I was checking how many sunken scrolls I had. So we go on to Inkrail Skyscape. As you guys have probably guessed it, we're going to be riding a lot of Inkrails. A lot of them. This whole stage revolves around Inkrails. And that's all we're doing. We're going through Inkrails. Yeah. When you're going across the Inkrail, you can actually jump pretty high off of an Inkrail. So, it's a little nice tip from Captain Cuttlefish. He's always good at giving some pretty good tips. Yeah, all you're doing is really just clearing the area out of enemies. I mean, the hardest thing here is actually knowing where to find the sunken scroll, because it's actually pretty well hidden, I'm not gonna lie. But it's pretty well hidden. And Nintendo's really good at, like, showing some of them obvious ways. But this is actually a little prelude to where we're going to be able to find the sunken scroll. You guys will probably notice pretty quickly on that. Wait a minute. Do you see that ink line? It goes behind. Sunken scroll. Right here. Very tricky, Nintendo. Very tricky. But, you know, I digress. Nintendo's pretty good at hiding stuff like that. They don't want you to find all the secrets easily. They do that with, like, the new Mario games where they just hide coins and secrets everywhere. Very good at hiding secrets everywhere. Oh, here's another quote-unquote difficult part. Just gotta clear out all the Octos. Not very hard at all. Kill them fast, and they won't have enough time to hurt you. And I decided to collect the weapon, so I'll get some extra power eggs at the end of the stage. But we're pretty much done with this stage. This is the final checkpoint. And one very easy part of the stage, I mean, I don't even know why this is the final part. It's pretty easy. You just jump out, shoot, they're dead. Jump out, shoot, dead. Jump out, shoot, dead. They don't have enough time to react. But yeah, that's the end of this stage and about the end of the part, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Splatoon. Leave a like if you did. And I'll see you guys on the next Splat-tastic episode of Splatoon single player. Yeah, leaving you guys with this really weird sunken scroll. Hope you guys like it. Bye-bye.